At number 10, we have Cash Nasty. Cash Nasty is a very solid basketball player. He's got great lockdown defense, and all of those jump shot needs some work. It can be kind of buttery from the top of the key occasionally. He kind of plays like a Pat Bev and kind of like looks like him a little bit, but Cash Nasty, he definitely deserved a spot on this list, and unfortunately we couldn't put him higher. So Cash Nasty, number 10 on the list. Number 9. At number 9, we have Rice Gum. Now Rice Gum, he has a buttery three-point shot. Rice Gum, he's really smart. He has great basketball IQ. Now, he's not really like a real hooper though, but he is like 3-0 in his 1v1s. I just felt like I had to put Rice Gum on the list. He should not be any higher than number 9 because number 9 is a bit generous, but Rice Gum can hoop, and that's why he needed a spot on the list. He's very solid, and although he's like lacking some other like skills and like in basketball, like all he really does is shoot threes. He does have rice in his veins. So next up we have number 8. So at number 8 we have ZackTTG. So ZackTTG is a member of 2 Hype, and he definitely deserves a spot on this list. He's very strong and he has a great jumper. Zach is a bucket. He's always like aggressive on defense and kind of plays like Carmelo. That's the comparison I've heard a lot. ZackTTG is a bucket, and he definitely deserves this spot. Number 7, we have Jesser. Now, I love Jesser. Honestly, though, he doesn't really like try whenever he plays in 1v1s. He's just kind of like having fun, and he's not really like a college hooper or anything like that, so that's why I couldn't put him any higher on the list. But Jesser is a very solid basketball player. He can get a little lazy on defense, but he has a good looking step back, a good looking jumper, and he's just overall a bucket, and he had to be on the list. So next up we have number 6, which is Chris Staples. A lot of people are wondering, oh, I did not expect to see Chris Staples on this list. But Chris Staples is a very solid basketball player. I've been saying that a lot, and you might just think of him as a dunker, but he does have a great three-point shot. Although I'm showing like dunking highlights, Chris Staples is a bucket. He is so much more than just a dunker, and although he's not real like popular like on YouTube for his channel, which only has around like 80k subs, I believe, Chris Staples definitely deserves to be on this list. He's very solid, and just like I already said, he's so much more than just a dunker. Next up at number 5, we have Marcelas Howard. Now, I honestly want to put Marcelas Howard higher on the list, but the next 4, I think, just deserve their spot on the list. It's unfortunate because whenever I had the number 1 spot, I didn't do 1A, 1B. There's only one number 1 player. And Marcelas Howard definitely deserves to be on this list. He's a college basketball player. He's very shifty, and he's kind of like a Jass. So Marcelas Howard, I wish I could put him higher, but he's just a bucket. I think number 5 is a very decent spot on the list, and he's one of the best basketball players on YouTube. Marcelas Howard has so much in his bag, which makes him such a dangerous player. At number 4, we have Jass. So Jass, people do not give him enough credit for his hooping skills. Jass is such a bucket. He's very shifty. He can kill you with the mid-range, the drive. He has very similar to Marcelas Howard. He has so much in his bag, and I wish I could put him higher. But Jass, he destroy flight reacts. He never loses against anyone. He's very smart, pretty good, decent defensive player for only being 5'9", which is kind of undersized. Jass is such a bucket, and people don't really recognize it. They just look at him for his handles, but he's so much more than that. And buttery jump shot, smooth handles. Jass, I wish I could put him higher, but I definitely think with the next 3 coming up, Jass definitely deserves his number 4 spot. So next up we have Tanner Morgan in number 3. So Tanner Morgan is a Division I college basketball player. He's 6 feet 9 inches tall, and he's very dangerous because he can dunk, he can shoot, he can dribble, and he just has so much in his game. Being a Division I college basketball player definitely boosts him up on the list a lot, and he's just people don't really recognize him because he doesn't have as many subscribers as other YouTubers and stuff. But do not sleep on Tanner Morgan. At number 2, we have AJ Lapray. Now, AJ Lapray, you know, we just put Tanner Moore on the list. Now we have AJ. Them two are like, could be the best duo on YouTube, both being college basketball players. They're very skilled. At number 1, we have Flight Reacts. Now, people do not give Flight enough credit for his defense. He has great shooting ability. Flight, people just do not recognize his game. He's 6'3", and just like in June, it's over. It's over. Oh, I actually thought I was gonna put Flight on the list. No, I'm way better than Flight. And then Flight, if you're watching this, I'm better than you. All right. Hopefully you can like come to Charlotte. We can do like a 1v1 one day. I would destroy you in a 1v1. I'm only like 14 years old. I'm like 5'9", but I'd still destroy you in a 1v1. Flight, you're trash. I just wanted to like put that out there. Now, number 1. At number 1, we have Kristopher London, aka LSK. Kristopher London has played a lot of basketball in his lifetime. He's a college basketball player, and for me, him or AJ Lapray were like either gonna be number 1. So I decided to put LSK just because he has a great handle, great jumper, and he's 6'10". So Chris London is a big fella. He's a great defensive player, shot blocker, and athlete. You could put AJ Lapray for number 1 or LSK. I just went with LSK just because he's kind of like taller, and you know, he's just got like a lot in his bag for a big fella. So that is my top 10 list. All right, y'all. So you might be thinking, you might be like missing a couple people. So these are people that I have personally watched, and so there's other people like Ty the Guy, Duke Dennis, Mal, Your Age Gaming. I have not personally like watched their videos and like seen the way they play. So although they may be like good enough to be on the list and like deserve a spot, I have not seen them play, so I can't really like judge them. So if there's like a couple people you think I left out, just let me know like in the comment section. But those are people that I've heard are good hoopers, but like I haven't seen them, so I can't judge them or put them on the list. On the list, I did, however, leave out Professor and Bone Collector, just because to me, like, I want to do like the YouTube community, and those guys are definitely a part of it. It's just that like those guys are like real street ball hoopers. They're kind of like, but at the end of the day, those guys are like legends, bro. And I like, no one can guard them. I didn't know like where I could put them on the list, because then you have like college hoopers and street ball hoopers. But those guys are just like kind of the way it's similar they play, and I just decided to like leave them off the list. But I love Bone, I love Professor. Those guys are crazy and with the handle. So make sure you guys share this with all